Yes, welcome to Vale Park, of course. The scene is set, just some 35 minutes to go before the action gets underway in this fourth round FA Cup tie. Some of the players are out on the pitch. Everton boasting talent worth, well, several £1 million. Of course, Duncan Ferguson up front, the pigeon fancier, and a man who'll be hoping to take Everton on a flight to fantasy to the next round of the Cup. But will Vale's top guns stop their threat and push the cup holders out? We'll find out, of course. Vale looking to get through to the next round of the competition, having secured a fine result. The crowd is filling up. You can feel the atmosphere here at Vale Park, and certainly Vale will be hoping it's going to be a night for them to remember, and of course their fans. And you can watch this live right the way through with the Top Team video, bringing you all the action and all the thrills as the match unfolds. FA Cup fourth round tie, Port Vale versus Everton, here tonight at Vale Park.
Hello and good evening from Vale Park, where tonight Port Vale take on the Premiership might of Everton in this FA Cup fourth round replay. Well, as you probably gathered, you can probably pick up on the video, the noise here at Vale Park is deafening. Both sets of supporters absolutely packing Vale Park jam tight, and as always, for First Team Television, brought to you exclusively live on video. Your commentators tonight are myself, Mike Mackey and Simon Keeling. Well, first of all, let's go through the teams. John Rudge chooses for Port Vale. In goal, Paul Musselwhite. Number 2, Andy Hill. 3, Alan Tankard. 4, Ian Bogie. 5, Gareth Griffiths. 6, Neil Aspin. 7, John McCarthy. 8, Andy Porter. 9, Martin Foyle. 10, Tony Naylor. And 11, Steve Guppy. The substitutes being Ray Walker, Arian Van Houston and Lee Mills. Everton reverting to their squad system numbers, but their team manager Joe Royle has picked names that will be very familiar. Neville Southall in goal, Andy Hinchcliffe, Dave Unsworth, Dave Watson, Graham Stewart, Barry Horn, Daniel Amakachi, John Ebrell, Matt Jackson, Andrei Kanchelskis, Craig Short, and Joe Royle chooses as substitutes Jason Keaton, Paul Ryder and the experienced Swede Anders Limpar. Well, Simon, 2-2 after the first leg at Goodison Park, all to play for. What do you think the match is going to be?
Well, it's obviously going to be hard fought, Mick. I think we're in for a great match. Actually, it's good conditions for football. Seems quite firm underfoot, and it's nice and bracing for the players out there. So I'm expecting a good game. They've brought a lot of support with them, Everton. I've not heard it quite this loud for quite some time. And like I say, as you pointed out, there are squad numbers, which is a bit of a shame, being as we'd remembered all the numbers for the players on a 1 to 11 basis. So we'll do our best to get that down to a T before too long. But I'm certainly hoping that the Vale can hold the storm at the start, which I'm expecting from Everton. I expect Everton to come straight out at the Vale and try and get an early lead. But I think if the Vale can hold them for 15-20 minutes, then we could be in for what some people might call a shock, and Vale could be taking home the prize. We've got a prediction for a score from you, Mick, for tonight.
Well, as a true blue Evertonian, I'm hoping that Everton won, and with the rest of me being black and white, it's going to be 2 goals to Vale. But the 2 mascots running off there, very delighted young children indeed. Kirsten Ann and Kerry Louise Foyle. Kirsten is 9 years old and attends Seabridge Junior School. Her favourite players are Alan Tankard and Paul Musselwhite. Kerry is 7 and attends Seabridge Infant School. Her favourite players are Andy Porter and Arian Van Houston. And, well, there'll be one very proud father out there on the pitch tonight. But it looks as though Port Vale and Martin Foyle are going to kick off. Nail and Foyle and Naylor there. Tony Naylor just clapping his hands, just saying